What's up guys, my name's Renee April and today I'm doing the Booktuber Newbie Tag. So I've only done one Booktube video so far, which was my August TBR, and so far I actually seem to be sticking to my goals pretty well. I've read one book out of 5, but I read that book in like a day, so that bodes well, right? I'm also getting there on my buddy read, but I need to ramp things up. I have to look up the questions on my phone because I don't know them all off by heart. So question 1 is, why did you start this channel? Like I stated in my August video, I wanted some accountability for my terrible reading stats for the last few years. I'm a writer, which means I should be reading a lot, and I'm just not. So I'm here to fix this in 2019, and we're gonna fix it. So with my Booktube video from August, I found that having a goal, having a set goal, and knowing that people are going to keep me to it and keep me honest, it's been a big motivator, and I have been finding myself reading a lot more. So accountability would be why I started this Booktube channel. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I'm really involved in the indie community, and I do tend to read a lot of cool indie publications. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to find some hidden gems for you guys and bring them forth. So that's what I can offer you. I also have a fairly unique reading taste. I read lots of like Tamora Pierce and high fantasy and stuff like that. That's not as unique as I thought it would be, but oh well. What are you most excited for about this new channel? Meeting people. So far I have met some awesome booktubers, and you guys are like so much fun, and that's why I want to do this. So I'm excited to meet more of you. Like, let's do it. Why do you love reading? I don't know. I think it's because it's an escape, and it's one of the things that I can do without looking at a screen, as I have stuff with my eyes. So I can't look at a screen all the time, which sucks. So to be able to read a nice paperback in like a nice comfy setting with a cup of tea and just gets like sucked into another world, I'm here for this. I don't think I could ever not read, despite my best efforts from the past few years, apparently. What book or series got you into reading? That would definitely be Tamora Pierce. So I picked up Alana the First Adventure when I was about 14, 15, and it was everything that I wanted it to be. So if you're not familiar with the Alana series, basically, she and her twin brother are being sent to these schools where they're going to be raised. But she wants to be a knight, but she can't because she's a girl, and her brother wants to be a wizard. So they swap places, she dresses like him, and she goes and learns to become a knight, and it was just so cool, and young me was just totally vibing with it, and I could not stop reading the entire series. So I have read every Tamora Pierce book ever published. Like, you can quiz me on it. I dare you. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? Where do you get all your really pretty clothes and jewelry and stuff from? I have like 4 outfits. Also, how do you stop yourself from going like bright red in a hot room? Because I know it's summer in America right now, but you guys filming your videos, you're just like, chill. So I don't know how you're doing that. How do you read so much? I am struggling with like 5 books, and you're out here like, I'm reading 8 books at a time. I just finished 25 books in a month. How? Please share your secrets. I want to know. I want to pillage them, please. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? That's easy. My birds. They're quiet now because I've literally stuffed them full of treats. So they can't make noise because their mouth is full. And I'm going to pay for this afternoon when they have the energy of a 2-year-old on red cordial. So my birds scream a lot, especially when I'm not in the room. And I've had to bribe them to shutting up for this video. So I think in terms of filming time, that's going to be the hardest thing to overcome. Otherwise I don't have time to read a lot, and I've been thinking about starting to catch public transport again in the morning just for that valuable reading time. When did you start reading? My earliest memory of reading would be in like year 2 or 3. So for Australia, that's about 6 or 7 years old. And I had the highest reading level of all the kids in the class, right? Like I was top tier kid reader. And we had these little readers in our classroom that all had levels on them. And I was the highest level in the class. So I picked a book about astronomy or something, you know, stars and planets. And I couldn't understand it, but I didn't want anyone to know that I had finally been bested by a book. So I hid it, and Mum didn't find it until like 5 years later. and I was reminded of this entire debacle. So I think I started reading basically as soon as I could. My mum's a big reason for that. She's a massive reader, so was my pop, and they both just kind of passed that love down onto me. I don't remember ever not reading. Like, being taken to the library was like being taken to Disney World. It was the best shit, honestly. Where do you read? Mainly in bed. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been really cold here lately, so I've been finding myself just crawling into my bed for like an hour before I go to sleep and then just like getting stuck in. If it's not in bed, it would be on my couch. And if it's not on my couch, it's at my in-laws where I sit in their swingy egg chairs out on their back patio and I just like swing around for like 2 hours and read my book. What kind of books do you like to read? Anything and everything. I think the one thing, like there's a few things that I'm not interested in. I think that'll be shorter to list. So contemporary is not really my jam, but I'll give it a go. Gratuitous horror and gore is not for me. So I read a bit of Stephen King, but I need to have like a strong bourbon afterwards. I read a lot of fantasy. I'm not big on sci-fi. I'm just going through the genres now and like listing my preferences for them. Romance, I don't know if you'd actually call that a genre. I'm sorry, please don't attack me, but I just feel like it's a subgenre in every book, so how can it be its own genre? Anyway, oh my god, I'm gonna get so much flack for that. Basically, I'll read anything if it's well written enough, but I am more partial to young adult, new adult stuff. I did read a lot of Gillian Flynn, so Sharp Objects and Gone Girl. That was cool. I do like that style. Actually, now that I think about it, psychological thriller, I'm here for that. And then you've got your general chicklet like Marion Keyes. Like, I have a couple of Marion Keyes books that are annual rereads for me because, I don't know, she's so funny. If you haven't read a Marion Keyes book, you're doing yourself a disservice. And ask me if you need recommendations on where to start because you will love it. So that is my Booktuber Newbie Tag. Please go on easy on me about the genre romance thing. I wasn't thinking. It's really hot in here. I'm hoping to get some more reading done today, so hopefully I will actually have stuff for an August wrap-up video. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you down in the comments.